Please welcome to Unscripted from the Children's Miracle Network, Cassie Fox, Director of Special Projects.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
Okay, let's take an overview because, you know, for years and years, people have heard of Children's Miracle Network. What exactly is it?
So we are the nonprofit, the children's nonprofit arm of Cox Health Hospital. So we're their local charity. And so what we do is the biggest misconception about us is that we are geared just to help special needs kiddos or kiddos that have chronic illnesses or diseases. That is not the case. So we help kiddos with any accidents, injuries, illnesses, diseases, conditions. It doesn't matter.
Any of them that come into the hospital?
Any of it, not even necessarily in the hospital.
True.
Any kiddo with any medical expense or condition that happens in our 32 county service area. So we serve 32 counties in Southwest Missouri, so it's a big area. And so any kiddo, if you have a child that went down a slide at the playground and broke their arm and you need help with those medical bills, those are things we can help with.
See, that's a much wider, you know, broadcast than I think people have totally understood.
It is. Yeah, I think people think that you have to have a chronically ill kiddo for us to assist, and that is not the case at all.
Sure, but go ahead.
Yeah, can we dive a little bit more into the assistance that you do offer?
Yes, so we can help with basically any medical expense that is not covered by your insurance, or if you have a kiddo on Medicaid. If it is not covered, that is something you can be applying to us for. Those are going to be things like any prescription medication, co-pays, hospital bills, doctor bills, therapy expenses like physical therapy, occupational, speech therapy, hearing aids, prosthetics, cranial helmets, and we just recently started with non-routine dental expenses for kids. So that's something new. So we're reaching out to dental facilities saying, hey, if you have kids that come in, their parents can't afford this, please be sending them our way.
Am I mistaken, or, you know, you're talking about services, kind of. Do you not also bring equipment into hospitals and things like that?
We do. So what I'm talking about is our direct family assistance.
Right.
So that is just one piece of what we're doing. So what we also do is we fund a lot of different educational programs. So we're helping with trauma services programs where we give bike helmets to kids, life jackets, things like that. We also provide a lot of life-saving medical equipment directly to the hospital.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like if you have a child that's in our NICU and they require a high-tech ventilator, that is something that Children's Miracle Network provides. So the hospital has enough of that to serve all the patients that are in our hospital. Another thing that we hear a lot of positive feedback from is we provide meal trays to every family, so every caregiver that has a child in the hospital, we pay for that meal tray for them every single meal.
That is life-changing.
So that
really is.
And if you have a child that's in the NICU for months at a time, that can be expensive if you're having to buy a meal in the cafeteria every single meal time. And so we provide that for families, and that way they don't have to leave the patient's bedside either.
I recall years ago, I believe it was you all purchased a mobile baby incubator for the life flights.
Yes.
You know, so I mean, you're not just providing, you know, assistance, but even once they get there, many times you've helped provide the equipment that they need to use to help this person.
Correct. We also fund the Caremobiles, which are mobile health clinics. Those are going all around the community in rural areas as well as Springfield schools. So those are servicing all kinds of kids in school in lower income populations that are coming so they can get their well checks and immunizations and all of those things on our Caremobile units. So we do fully fund those as well. We also fund the Child Life program there at the hospital. And so Child Life goes and they basically touch every single pediatric patient that is in the hospital. So they work with the parents, they work with the siblings that are at the hospital, they make sure that the kids have toys, they try to make it a more normal experience and not scary by being in the hospital. So that program is also funded by Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Wow.
If people are needing assistance, would like to understand a little more, how do they do this?
The easiest way to apply is through our website, and that is www.coxhealthcmn.com. Or they can call our office directly at 417-269-KIDS. So either, and I'll answer and they can talk to me. And so either of those ways, it's easy to apply on our website. You just fill out the form, hit submit, it'll send it directly to our email.
Wow. Okay, so Cassie Fox, that's the name of this beautiful lady right here. So reach out to her if you are needing assistance, you know someone else that needs assistance. And I was curious, is there an age cutoff for the children?
I should have said that, sorry. It is birth through age 18.
Okay.
Yes.
So
That's
legally
wide
adults.
range.
It is.
And it's
So-
a huge net.
Yeah.
It is. It's really hard to find somebody in this community that has not been touched by Children's Miracle Network in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
And it's been going on a long
A
time.
long time.
Do you get involved with the telethons and everything like
Yeah,
that?
yes.
Being a director of special projects.
I do. I help coordinate actually all the family interviews that you see that are aired. We do that. And then I do a lot of the back end operations in the office
Sure.
as well.
Yeah.
But
You're
I have my
busy
hands in a lot of stuff.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Cassie. That
Thank you
was
for having me.
What was the website one more time?
It is www.coxhealthcmn.com.
All right. Thank
Right.
you so much.
Thank you
And
guys.
it's Cassie with a K.
Yes, Cassie with a K. It's time to switch over to Color 10 with a K, CBS right now for the third
Yeah.
hour of Unscripted.
Click.